I had always heard stories about the dark web, how it was a hidden corner of the internet where anything and everything could be bought and sold. But I don't think I ever thought that I would actually explore it myself. It was just too scary and dangerous, not to mention illegal. But one day I remember watching a YouTube video which talked about some of the crazy things you could see on there, and being a stupid rebellious teenager at the time, I spontaneously decided to dive in. At first, it was like any other website with links to various topics and products. But as I clicked through, the content became more and more disturbing. There were sites selling drugs, weapons, and I even saw advertisements for human trafficking. The images and videos were gruesome, making me feel sick to my stomach, but I just couldn't look away. As I continued to scroll, I stumbled upon a site that offered something that caught my attention. A mysterious and exclusive club where people could experience unspeakable things. It was called the Black Room. At first, I thought it was just a hoax, but the more I read, the more I realized that it was real. The members of this club paid a large sum of money to be a part of it, and the experiences they had were beyond anything imaginable. The site had an application process, and after filling out a detailed form, I received an email inviting me to the next event. It was to be held in an undisclosed location, and I was given specific instructions on how to get there. I arrived at a dilapidated warehouse on the outskirts of town, and as I walked in, I was hit with a wave of fear. The atmosphere was dark and foreboding, and the people there were like something out of a horror movie. They wore masks and costumes, making it impossible to tell who they really were. I was taken to a room, and there I met the host, a man who called himself the Black Baron. He explained the rules and what would happen next. I was given a mask to wear and told that I could leave at any time if I felt uncomfortable, but that didn't exactly put me at ease. As the night progressed, the events that unfolded were beyond anything I could have ever imagined. People were tortured, humiliated, and degraded. It was like a scene from hell, and I couldn't believe that I was actually a part of it. As I watched in horror, I realized that I had made a grave mistake by coming here. I had put myself in danger, and there was no telling what could happen next. Suddenly, the lights went out, and in the darkness, I heard the sound of footsteps coming towards me. My heart was pounding in my chest, and I tried to run, but I couldn't see anything. I felt a hand grab me, pulling me towards a door. The door opened, and I was thrown into a small room. I could feel the panic rising in my chest as I realized that I was trapped. It felt as if the walls were closing in on me, and I could hear the sound of my own breathing. Hours passed, and I was still stuck in the room, my mind racing with fear and uncertainty. I had no idea what was going to happen to me, or if I would ever get out alive.